Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Somerset Town Hall. I'm going to close this here. My name is Kevin Gherkin. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the product manager for hardwood and laminate for All Tile, and I'll be your moderator for this ride. Today, we're going to do a virtual tour of Somerset's facilities. I'm going to talk about their operations and their best practices when it comes to manufacturing and maybe even more important, the environment. We're also going to review the product line, hit on some hot buttons when it comes to different products out there. Here's how we're going to handle the format. You see the screen here. Everyone's going to be muted. If you have a question, go ahead and type it in the chat area. Jen's going to monitor the questions. I am going to pause throughout this presentation to answer any questions that come up. And then at the end, we will also have a question and answer session. Does anyone have any questions? Or Jen, are there any questions now before we begin?
Oh, no, just the usual snarky comments about you and your hair. So we're all good to go.
Okay. All right, well, strap yourselves in. Keep your arms and legs in the ride at all times. Here we go. Whoops. So where is Somerset Hardwood Flooring? It is located, their corporate headquarters are located in Somerset, Kentucky. And they also have plants in Burnside, Kentucky, which is their unfinished plant, and Crossville, Tennessee, which is their engineered or solid plus plant. A lot of people ask, why did they pick Kentucky? And the reason for that is they strategically pick that area because they're right in the middle of the finest natural hardwood resource in the United States, which is the Appalachian forest. What makes Appalachian hardwood so great? First of all, there's growing seasons. So that means the trees take longer to grow. You have a fall, you have a winter. So that makes the trees much more dimensionally stable. They have tighter growth rings. They have a more consistent grain pattern. But most importantly, it gives the tree stronger fibers. And all these factors lead to the strength and durability and the beauty of the floors that Somerset is able to produce. Somerset is one of the largest vertically integrated forest product companies in the United States, and they're growing. They grow year over year. It's a very popular product. A lot of people don't know what vertically integrated means, so I'm going to kind of go over that now so you get an idea. Throughout their operations, Somerset maintains control over the entire process to help you feel confident in the quality of the flooring they produce. From the forest to the floor, they control it all. It starts with forest management. Somerset actually has a forest management team in the field to take care of the forest. They're one of the few manufacturers that actually employs a forestry staff. Really what it comes down to is a healthy forest is a productive forest. And what the staff does is they will find trees to harvest based on disease, tree size, or just plain population in the area of the forest. A diseased tree certainly can be used for flooring, but it can really damage a forest ecosystem. So they'll pull those trees out and get them off to the plant to be off to the sawmill and so forth. But that way it's not going to damage the forest anymore. The same is the case when it comes to a tree with a really tall canopy. You get a 80-foot tall tree, it's going to steal the nutrients from the smaller trees that are trying to grow. The rain's not going to get in, the sunlight's not going to get in. So they'll pull those trees out also. And the same with an overly populated area can steal the nutrients from the trees that are trying to grow too. So if you manage your forest the right way, your forest is going to flourish. Very little replanting is needed in this case for the forest areas that Somerset manages. This is why Somerset is a huge supporter of the Sustainable Forestry Initiative. Somerset manufactures all of their products in the United States of America, USA. I think that's going to be a big thing that's going to resonate with people when we all come out of this thing. They have 1 engineered flooring plant, 2 solid flooring plants, 4 sawmills, 43 dry kilns, and they manage 900 plus employees. And these are dedicated employees who have been with them, a lot of them, for the entire time they've been open or making hardwood flooring. All of the products that they manufacture in these plants, they manufacture engineered and solid constructions. The species that they have available are red oak, white oak, hickory, and maple. The finishes that they manufacture are low gloss, semi-gloss, and high gloss, and I am going to talk about each gloss level on each product as we go through this presentation. And then they have surface treatments that, smooth, obviously. You've seen their smooth products, handcrafted and wire brushed. And a lot of what they do on the handcrafting side is actually done by hand. So this is the main Somerset sawmill in Somerset, Kentucky. And a lot of people might ask, what happens at a sawmill? Obviously, you're going to have your logs that are going to come in. And what they have to do first is they have to debark the logs. So the bark is taken off of the logs. And what happens is the logs go to the head sawer, who turns them into cants or flitches. So they're sawn, they're making it into a square board, which is what a cant or a flitch is. This is where you saw these into your pieces of lumber. A cant is what a log is called when it's squared away and cut before it's turned into a board. From there, it's turned into boards, and then it's off to the flooring plant. So this is the flooring plant here in Somerset, Kentucky. This area here is actually all full of lumber. This area here is actually all now full of lumber. And this is how they stack their lumber. Once the flooring gets to the plants, there are some very particular steps that Somerset takes that a lot of people out there don't do. As you can see from these pictures, these next few pictures, all of the boards are stacked in uniform bundles for drying. The lumber that comes from the sawmill has a very high moisture content. It could be in the 80% range. These bundles that are stacked uniformly with air in between each bundle, or with slats in between each bundle so air can get through, and air can get through the sides because they have them a certain distance away from each other. These bundles can be outside air drying for as long as 3 or 4 months, depending on what the species is. The interesting thing about Somerset is you'll notice all of their lumber yards are paved and flat. That is very, very, very important when it comes to hardwood flooring. This makes for much flatter lumber that's drying, and therefore flatter flooring, which allows them to have longer board lengths, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. What happens is a lot of these lumber yards out there will have this drying on grass or whatever the case is, and as you get rain, it can sink. What ends up happening is you get boards that get warped or they get twisted, and people are cutting those imperfections out of the board, so you end up with much shorter boards. Once dried to a certain moisture content, depending once again on the species, lumber is brought inside for further drying. And once again, it's on a concrete flat surface till it reaches, a moisture content in the low 20s into the high teens. Then it's ready to go into a kiln. And once again, you'll see everything is pretty much perfectly flat, so the air is able to get through each board evenly. This is the same process the lumber goes through every time, regardless of the manufacturing facility. Regardless whether it's solid, everything is done this way. If you do it right, why would you change anything? This is their unfinished flooring plant in solid plant in Burnside, Kentucky. And once again, you can see they literally have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of board feet sitting outside, drying naturally in the air before they start working with the product. Once again, these are the drying yards. So you'll see once again the concrete inside. And then this is their engineered flooring plant. Drying and everything here is exactly the same as it is with the solid products, because once again, this here is just lumber. But then what happens when you start the process of turning your lumber into the flooring, when you have a piece of lumber, which is this right here, this is considered a piece of lumber. You can get 1 3/4 inch solid piece of flooring out of one piece of lumber. What Somerset does is they will take those pieces of lumber and they dry saw for the engineered product. They dry saw the wear layers. Their engineered product has a 3 millimeter wear layer. They can get up to 5 wear layers out of one piece of lumber. They utilize a dry sawing process for this, and what that does is, because you're getting either 3/4 inch solid or your engineered wear layers out of the same pieces of lumber, the product looks exactly the same when it's installed. Once it's installed, you can't tell whether it's a engineered product or a solid product. And I kind of could see what you guys are thinking here, and I'm going to talk about this in a little bit, why this is so important. Somerset is a very environmentally responsible company. They have a waste not philosophy. Simply put, this means they use every part of the tree in the manufacturing process. Excess wood fiber and sawdust is used to fuel the plants. And then anything left after that is used to manufacture Somerset wood pellet biofuel, which reduces our country's dependency on fossil fuels and helps our environment. This is what that looks like. They'll sell this, in truckloads to Tractor Supply, Farm and Fleet, those kinds of places. But they use 100% of everything they get out of every tree. I mean, it really doesn't get any greener than what they're doing. No byproduct goes to landfill after the product is manufactured. And yes, Somerset is FSC certified. So that's a really huge thing. They're not filling up landfills with waste. They're really taking care of the environment. No big box competition. And when I say no big box competition, you see who we're talking about. That's not under the Somerset name. That's not under a private label name. That's not under any name. They do not sell to the big boxes. So that's an important factor for you guys. Jen, do we have any questions at this point?
No, I don't see any at this point. We're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, well, then we're going to get into the products. I basically grouped the products into 3 different lineups. Solid floors, which they have 5 products that are available only in 3/4 inch solid. Solid and Solid Plus, which Solid Plus is what they call their engineered product, and I'll explain that in a bit. They have 5 products that are available in both a 3/4 inch solid and a 1/2 inch engineered. And then they have 2 products that are available only in 1/2 inch engineered. One thing I do want to talk about is natural beauty means natural variations. Keep in mind that every tree is different. Patterns and color variations are in a living tree are like all of nature. It's going to be different for every single tree that's cut down. We do our best, and Somerset does their best to make sure that the samples, room scenes, pictures that you'll see on the back of samples, the whole 9 yards is a good depiction of what the product is going to look like. But with the Somerset line, you do have a lot of natural products that they have. And I just want everyone to know and make sure you let your customers know that there is going to be a little bit of variation. It might not look exactly what it looks like on the sample or exactly what it looks like in the picture, because every tree is different. So we're going to start with their solid floors. Everything with their solid floors is the same, 3/4 inch solid, obviously. Random length product up to 6.5 inches long. So the products all go from 10.5 inches to 6.5 feet long, I should say, sorry. So 10.5 inches to 6.5 feet long. 50-year residential finish warranty and a 5-year light duty commercial warranty. I just want to stress on light duty commercial, that's like a business office or retail shop. Wet areas such as commercial kitchens, hair salon, chair stations, etc., are not considered light duty commercial. First product I'm going to go over is their color strip collection, and this is their main line. It is solid Appalachian oak in probably the most popular stain colors that are out there: gunstock, natural red oak, natural white oak, golden oak. You have a brown, you have a gray. I know it doesn't look exciting, but we all sell a ton of this color palette. So this is a 3/4 inch solid available on a 2 1/4 and a 3 1/4 width with beveled edges and square ends. So they do have a few products out there that have square ends. This is a semi-gloss product that has a 40 gloss level on it. So it's going to be not super shiny, but certainly not matte either. 7 everyday colors that can be installed on grade or above grade. This is really your bread and butter of the line, and it's their most popular line. Next line would be the home style collection. Once again, this is solid Appalachian oak flooring with the added design feature of a 4-sided bevel. So where this line was a square edge bevels on, or square ends bevel on the edges, this is a 4-sided micro bevel. You basically have the same color strip color pattern with a few extra, upgraded design colors. They're everyday sellers, everything in here. 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 and 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 are the widths that are available on here. 7 colors, once again with a 4-sided bevel, and this also has a 40 gloss level on it. So not a super high gloss. For those of you that want high gloss, here you go, the high gloss collection. Once again, Appalachian oak with a high gloss finish that will make your room shine. And no, literally it will make your room shine. This is a 70 gloss level. So this is the highest gloss level that Somerset can produce. I'm still amazed at the demand we get for these high gloss products. When we took on the line and we talked about it, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to stock any of the high gloss. And sure enough, every day we're getting orders for the high gloss, so there's still a demand for it out there. 3 1/4 and 2 1/4 and 3/4 by 3 1/4 are the widths that are available. Beveled edge, and once again square ends on this product. And the color palette that you're going to use every day: natural white oak, a natural red oak, a gunstock color, a butterscotch color, a brown, a gray, and your cherry oak color. Something just really kind of a necessity for the line, the first 3 products. Next product is called the traditional collection. And I should say all of these products we're going through are in your display. So traditional collection delivers the natural beauty of an Appalachian oak, but with a low gloss level. So the gloss level on this product is going to be a 10 gloss level. There's 3 colors in this line, and these are really 3 colors that are relevant to every builder out there if you're doing builder work. You have your natural red oak, or your natural oak, I should say. You have gunstock, and you have a brown color. It's available in 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 and 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, 4-sided bevel. It's at a great builder price point with a full 50-year warranty. If you don't have pricing on this, make sure you talk to your reps, because we have some really good deals on this product. Really just a go-to product for all builders out there. And then the last product in the solids is the true oak. And this right here is your big box buster. So this product is not in the display. We only show this product on tote boards, hand boards, builder boards, whatever you want to call them. If you do not have these, make sure you talk to your reps, and your reps will be reaching out to you to see if you have these. We have hundreds of them in stock, and we get them in every time we get trucks in. This is something that you got to get the pricing from your rep, and the price on this is outstanding. Someone comes into your store and says, hey, I got this 2¼ inch red oak that I found at Home Depot. This is your product to go against that. Once again, it's the colors that you need: natural white oak, natural red oak, gunstock, and mystic, which is the brown color. It's also great for builders. The one difference on this line is it has a 15-year finish warranty instead of the standard 50-year finish warranty. It also has a 10 gloss level. So really, between these two products here, you have the same thing, except one has a 50-year warranty and one has a 15-year warranty.
Hey, Kevin, we do have a question that just came in. If you can go back
Yep.
to traditional, they were wondering, is traditional collection red or white oak?
So the natural is a red oak. The gunstock, I believe, is also a red oak, but I think the mystic is done on white oak. So the natural products will always be what they say they are. They never mix the natural products species-wise, so you're never going to get a red oak, white oak mix. It's either going to be red oak or white oak, but on the stains, depending on the stain color, they will stain that on different species that they think it looks better on.
Thank you.
Oops. So here's your chart of the solid products. Your best products are going to be your color strip collection, your home style collection, and your high gloss collection. All have full 50-year finish warranties. All are shown in the display, and all have a much cleaner appearance. Your better would be your classic collection, your traditional collection, which once again had the full 50-year finish warranty on them. They are shown in the display. They're going to be a little lower gloss level, so they're going to look a little bit more rustic, and really a great value. And then last is your true oak, which has a 15-year finish warranty, not shown in the display, so make sure you have those builder boards. An extreme value. And I'm not going to talk about prices on here, but your reps should definitely get with your reps on this product when it comes to a price point product. And then the other nice thing about true oak is it's customizable. So let's say you have a builder out there builds 15, 20 homes a year, whatever the case may be, and you want to do something special for that builder. You want to give them a proprietary program for them. They're able to do customizable colors, maybe a different gloss level. If you don't want the 10 gloss, maybe you want a 20 gloss, 30 gloss, 40 gloss, whatever, or different treatments. Maybe you want it wire brush. Maybe you want to offer the builder something different, or the builder wants something different. It's really a low minimum order quantity for that kind of stuff. And if you have someone who's doing, building enough houses, it's not hard to meet that. Somerset could customize that product to do anything. And really, Somerset could customize anything out there. If you have something that a customer, they have a purple drape or a purple couch and they want a floor to coordinate with it, get us the colors and we'll get it over to Somerset and see what we can do to make a floor that's close to it or that will coordinate with it. Are we good on questions, Jen?
I'm going to have one in a minute, but I'm just trying to get clarification. So go ahead and keep moving and I'll interrupt you.
Okay. Well, we're going to move into the engineered products now. They call their engineered products Solid Plus. So this is a product that's available on a 3/4 inch wide, a 4-inch wide, a 5-inch wide, and a 7-inch wide. Overall thickness on this product is 1/2 inch. The wear layer on it is a 3 millimeter wear layer. I'm going to talk more about that in a second, going back to that slide we saw about 20 slides ago. Once again, on the engineered products, it's a random length product from 10.5 inches up to 6.5 feet long. And that is a true random length. There's a lot of engineered products out there that'll have 4 or 5, lengths in a box, and it's a fixed product. So you might get 5 boards of the shorter length, 3 of the longer length, 1 of the medium length. This is truly a random length product, just like the solid. And that's because of the way they dry saw those pieces of lumber that are coming through the plant. All of their engineered products have eased edges and eased ends or 4-sided micro bevel. Their finish is their ultimate finish, UV cured aluminum oxide urethane. And all of their engineered products have a 50-year finish warranty and a lifetime structural warranty. So let's talk more about the Solid Plus Advantage. I talked about the 3mm wear layer. I want you to think about the 3mm wear layer for a second. And we saw in a piece of lumber that you can get 1 3/4 inch piece of solid or piece of solid flooring out of a piece of lumber, or you can get up to 5 Solid Plus wear layers. That 3mm wear layer has the same sandable surface as a 3/4 inch solid hardwood floor has. If you think about it, anything below the tongue in the groove on a 3/4 inch solid piece of wood is really waste. I don't want to call it waste. Some people will say that it makes it more stable, whatever the case is. You could sand the Solid Plus product as many times as you could sand a 3/4 inch piece of solid flooring. So you should be able to get 3 or 4 professional sandings if someone's really concerned when it comes to, well, I can't really sand an engineered floor. You certainly can on this product. Solid dry sawn wear layer, packaged in true random lengths, up to 6.5 foot long, which is the same as the 3/4 inch solid. I can't say that enough. It's truly a random length engineered product. Can be professionally sanded and refinished just like solid, like I just said. The warranty protection is 50-year warranty. I mean, it's hard to find anything better than that out there. And the nice thing about Solid Plus is because you have a seven ply product that's cross plied, it's going to have much greater dimensional stability. And in the areas that we all live in, where you have humidity that will go from 10% up to 90%, the nice thing about that cross grain, the body of that engineered product is it's going to fight the movement. I'm not going to sit here and promise you that if your home turns into 95% humidity, the floor is not going to cup, but hopefully you have an April air system that's going to take care of that. But it's going to make it much more dimensionally stable. Also with these Solid Plus products, you have much more installation versatility. So these products can really go anywhere. On grade, below grade, above grade. They can go in an attic, but they can also go over radiant heat, which is becoming more and more popular. And because they can be nailed, stapled, glued, and floated, you have a lot of versatility when it comes to the installation. And obviously the last point is eco-sensible. I mean, I don't really have to get into it that much. If you get 1 piece of 3/4 inch solid flooring out of a piece of lumber, or you get up to 5 wear layers of the Solid Plus product out of a piece of lumber, which one makes more, eco-sensible? What's the better eco-sensible solution when it comes to that? So it's much better for the environment. We're not wasting anything. Questions, John?
Yeah, actually we did. We were one of the attendees is asking where the plywood core is coming from that they use in the Solid Plus floors.
So the plywood core is domestic. It is a marine grade Baltic birch core. So I want you to think about, well, I don't know if it's marine grade. I'm sorry. It's a Baltic birch core, but I want you to think about Baltic birch. And the reason I said marine is that's what they use on the decks of ships. So it's a very solid core, and it is domestic. Everything Somerset does is made in the USA. Sorry, I gotta shut my door here. My kids are home from college and they don't understand what being quiet means. Any other questions?
Yeah, another question came in about installing engineered products over matte heat as opposed to radiant.
I would have to, if you take information on who asked that question, or I'll have to find out on that. I'm not sure about the matte heat.
That's all the questions I have right now.
Okay. Well, let's get into the product mix for this grouping, which is solid and solid plus floors. So these are products that are available in both 3/4 inch solid and the 1/2 inch solid plus engineered version. That has, once again, I can't say it enough, a 3mm wear layer. Random lengths, once again, all these products from 10.5 inches up to 6.5 feet long. 50-year residential warranty, 5-year light duty commercial warranty, and lifetime structural warranty on the engineered products. First product we're going to talk about is their classic collection. And this is Appalachian, once again, Appalachian oak flooring with a very light textured surface that makes it, it just gives it a more durable appearance. So this product is available in 3/4 inch by 2 1/4 and 3/4 inch by 3 1/4. And it's also available on 1/2 inch by 3 1/4 and 1/2 inch by 5. Has a slightly lower gloss level than what we've seen on the products, previously. It's a 30 gloss level, where those other first 3 products we looked at were a 40 gloss level. This has beveled edges and a square end on the solid product, but then on the engineered product, it's a 4-sided micro bevel. 7 great colors, your everyday colors: red oak natural, butterscotch, gunstock. You have 2 traditional browns, you have a gray, and you have your kind of reddish tone. So really an everyday product that probably people are looking for every time they come into a store, is what Classic Collection is. Next product is Color Plank Collection, and really this is the big brother of the Color Strip Collection. The same color palette for the most part. Available in a 3/4, but wider. So this is available on a 3/4 inch by 4 and a 3/4 inch by 5, or a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4, or a 1/2 inch by 5. So both the engineered and the solid on this product have a 4-sided micro bevel. The gloss level on this is going to be a 40 gloss, so the same as what the Color Strip is going to be. But here you have, wider widths on the 3/4 inch solid, and you have an engineered option so people can truly put it everywhere in the house if they want to. 7 great colors. I keep reiterating over and over, everyday colors. You have your natural red oak, your natural white oak, gunstock, golden oak, your mocha, which looks like a butterscotch, a brown and a gray. So it's kind of what everyone's looking for out there.
Hey, Kevin. Jim Cook is on the call with us, and he said he could talk about that heat question if I
Oh,
can.
good. Okay. Well, Jim Cook is our Somerset rep. So let's go back to that matte heat question. And Jim, go ahead.
You're unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, you can use the matte heat. The biggest thing we'll tell you is follow NWFA guidelines on radiant heating or matte heating. It's constantly changing. There's a brand new update. If you don't have it, let one of these guys know. I can get it to you. It's a really long document, but that's really our Bible of what we follow. But also when you're doing radiant heat or matte heating, whichever it may be sure that you're looking at the way that manufacturer tells you to install that, because that is going to help guide along with what NWFA says. The biggest thing I'll tell you about any radiant heating, whether it's a matte heat or tubular heat or radiant heating, is that to bring the temperature up super slow. Most of the time where we see an issue is where somebody goes into a home, they put in radiant heat, and they turn it from 45 degrees up to 85 degrees and just bake the floor. just like anything else, you've got to really make this thing go slow. You got to bring that heat up very slowly. That way you don't disturb the wood fibers and whatnot's in there. But other than that, just really watch what the installation of the company who manufactures the heating system that you use, and then follow it along and pair those with the NWFA guidelines.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now we're going to move into the next product, and this is really my favorite collection in the line. It's the specialty collection, and there's so much going on with this line when it comes to the products that are available. So you have a beautiful Appalachian hickory and maple, which make for great, in my opinion, great alternatives to oak. But then you also do have oak available on this line in a random width format, which we're going to go through all these as we go in the next couple slides. But to let you know what is available in this line. So you have 3/4 by 2 1/4, 3 1/4, and 4-inch random width packed in the box oak. So it's a true random width boxed product. You also have that same product in the engineered in a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4, 5, and 7 random width packed in the box. On the maple and the hickory, the 3/4 inch maple, you have a 2 1/4, 3 1/4, 4-inch, and 5-inch. That's single width, not random width. So those are 4 different products. On the hickory, you have a 3/4 by 3 1/4, 3 1/4 by 4, and a 3 1/4 by 5. Once again, single width. And then on the engineered side, you have 1/2 inch by 3 1/4 and 5 in the maple and the hickory both. This is there's just a lot of different options in this line. 40 gloss level on all of these products. 4-sided bevel on all of these products. So in the hickory, you have 4 colors. You have the hickory natural, hickory moonlight, hickory spice, and hickory nutmeg. In the maple, you have 3 colors: the maple natural, maple greystone, and maple tumbleweed. And then you have 3 oaks right here that are available in the random width, which is mountain brown, country night, and rustic gray. So here's a couple room scenes of the hickory. Really, the nice thing about the hickory is that if you do have a rooster running free in your house as a pet, you know, I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger has donkeys, so it wouldn't surprise me anymore. This floor is great for those roosters. But just a beautiful floor. The hickory that comes from the Appalachian forest has so much character, unlike anything else that we get from any other manufacturer out there. And then this would be a picture of the random width oak, one of the colors in the random width oak. Once again, just a beautiful, beautiful product. I really like this line with the versatility within the line to be able to, for instance, use a hickory throughout your house, but maybe you want to use some different widths in different rooms or on different floors for some different design options. Next product is the character collection. So this is a collection that's going to contain knots, natural markings, and natural color variations, and not to mention natural grain variations too for a real character look. This is going to have a little lower of a gloss level. This is going to be a 30 gloss, where a lot of what I've talked about is going to be a 40 gloss. There's a natural hickory and a natural white oak, along with 2 maple and 2 hickory stands in this line. It comes in a 3/4 by 3 1/4, 3/4 by 4, 3/4 by 5, or 1/2 inch solid plus, 1/2 inch by 3 1/4, and 1/2 inch by 5. 4-sided bevel. Once again, there's going to be a lot of variation in grain and color, but it's a beautiful product, as you can see from this natural hickory that's on this display floor in a showroom. It's just really a gorgeous product. Next product is Somerset's newest product called Classic Character Collection. This is really a combination of the Classic Collection and the character collection combined into one. More of a modern rustic look with knots and a lot of natural markings. Has a 30 gloss level, available in 3/4 by 5-inch wide. So you have those natural white oak, gunstock, wheat, and dark forest, your brown color, now in a wider width. 4-sided micro bevel. And then in the 1/2 inch, it's available in 3 1/4 and 5-inch with the same 4-sided micro bevel. 4 widely used oak colors that I'm sure are going to make this collection really a top seller for years to come. It's just really a great looking floor, as you can see from that picture right there. Jen, any questions?
No, nothing. Please make sure you're getting those chats to me if you have any questions, so I can start gathering them and get them to Kevin. Okay, thanks.
And then the last 2 products we're going to talk about is Solid Plus floors. Now these are products, these are 2 product lines that are only available in the 1/2 inch engineered, and that's because they're wider products. So it's 1/2 inch engineered with a 3 millimeter wear layer, the same random length. I keep saying it over and over again, but it's really a big deal. 10 1/2 inches wide to 6 1/2 foot long, 50-year residential warranty, 5-year commercial warranty, and lifetime structural warranty. First product line is wide plank collection. Ultra wide plank and oak, maple, and hickory that really makes a serious statement. All of our customers, your customers, you guys calling our reps calling me, everyone is looking for wider width flooring right now. It seems to be the big hot thing. Everyone's requesting it. And the nice thing with this is you have 2 different widths in this product with some really great colors. So the oak is available in a 1/2 inch by 7-inch wide with a 4-sided bevel. So you have a natural red oak, you have a natural white oak, you have gunstock, and you have colonial gray. The maple and the hickory are available on 1/2 inch by 6-inch wide with a 4-sided bevel. And this line has a lightly textured surface and a low gloss level. So this is a 10 gloss level. So really a real matte finish. This should be a go-to product in everyone's display because everyone is demanding wider widths. Matte is a real hot thing right now. Slight wire brushing or texturing seems to be a real hot thing right now. So this should be a great line. Here's a picture of one of the colors. This really, really beautiful. And then the last line really is, it's the last line we're going to talk about, but it certainly should not be forgotten. Possibly the most stylish and versatile line that Somerset manufactures. This line is comprised of oak, maple, and hickory in both a random width format and a single width format with hand-applied scraping and texturing and a 4-sided bevel. So there's 8 colors in the line, as you can see, and they're available in the following formats. All of the colors are available in a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4, 4, and 5-inch random width in the box. So a true random width product in all 8 colors that you see on the screen here. The oak on the engineered is available in a 1/2 inch by 7. So all the oak colors are available in a 1/2 inch by 7 single width. All of the maple and hickory colors are available in a 1/2 inch by 6 single width. So you have random width on everything and you have single width on everything. And I'm going to show you in the display how we have that set up. Along with the wide plate collection, you know, in my opinion, this should be one of the go-to products that you show to every one of their customers when they come in. This tells you a little bit more about, you know, the way it's packaged and so forth. But this is one of the room scenes of one of the colors, just really a great looking floor. So here's the gloss chart, and your reps will have this. You'll be able to get this from your reps that shows all the different gloss levels of the products in the line. So your 70 gloss level is your high gloss collection. 40 gloss level is your color strip, color plank, home style collection, and specialty collection. 30 gloss level will be character collection and classic collection. And then the 10 gloss level, which is a real matte gloss level, is the handcrafted, classic character, traditional, and true oak. Display the Somerset colors in your showroom. Once again, made in the USA, and it's all over the display. This is the Somerset display. This is the total options display. The really nice thing I like about this display is, you know, obviously we cover a huge footprint. We're in 16 states. And what someone might like in Louisville might be different than what someone's going to want in Traverse City or what someone's going to want in Fargo. So the nice thing about this display, all of these products are on handboards. So in this side of the display, if you have something that sells much better for you, put that product in here. Take these boards out and put them down in these bins. Everything is interchangeable. So maybe we're going to run a promotion on a product, which we are going to run a promotion on our product that your reps will be contacting you about in the next couple days. You might want to feature those products in here. Same with over here. This is your wide plank and your handcrafted collection. If you have a color that sells better, take it out of here and put it up here. It's really a functional display. It's 97.5 inches wide, 84 inches high, and 23 inches deep. So it's not a huge display, but it's a money maker for you guys because it shows everything in the line. And your reps will be coming to you with a great display deal if you don't have a display. Hopefully everyone has one. But if not, we have them in stock. Somerset also has them. We move them on our trucks every week. I should maybe talk about that a little bit because I did get some questions after yesterday's town hall on Somerset, our stocking, and we do stock almost the whole line. But what we do is we move 1 or 2 trucks from Somerset every week. They're close enough to us, product made in the United States, that we are able to get product from them very quick. So hopefully we never find ourselves in a back order situation, but if we do, hopefully it's never more than a couple days. Once again, your sales reps will be contacting you with opportunities on this display. And once again, they're going to contact you to make sure you have those true oak display boards. So to kind of recap what we talked about, I mean, I can't say it enough. Somerset's made in the USA, you know, with everything that we've all been going through for the last 90, 120 days. I think that's going to resonate with customers once we all open up. You know, a product made in the USA is going to be important to people. Unparalleled quality, you know, and that's really because they do it right every single time and they do it the same way every single time. So we very rarely run into any issues when it comes to Somerset hardwood. Strategically located, you know, with the Appalachian forest, I mean, the premier hardwoods in the whole country. Vertically integrated from the forest to the floor. You know, I think that might be someone else's tagline, so don't record that and tell someone. But they manage the whole process. Waste not philosophy, great for the environment. 30 plus years of manufacturing. And let me tell you, being at their plant, and hopefully we're going to get some of you some opportunities to get to the plant in the next, well, maybe not this year with what's going on, but soon. A lot of these guys that work in the plant have been there for those 30 plus years. So they're true craftsmen when it comes to hardwood. Privately held company. For me, this is a real important factor because Somerset will listen to what their distribution network has to say. So if we tell them they're missing a product, they, because they're privately held, could possibly bring that product out faster than someone who's a publicly held company or owned by an investment firm or whatever the case is, who has a board of directors to answer to. A dedicated team, and that dedicated team is from All Tiles CCS and from Somerset. I mean, you already heard Jim Cook. He's readily available to you guys. If you want to talk to Jim, our reps can get you his information. and then really a comprehensive product offering, really a great product offering, great colors, a bunch of different formats, a bunch of different widths, a lot of different texturing. So to me, it has something for everyone. And that's the town hall. Do we have any questions?
We got our first one in, and this is probably more of a design type question, but they were asking about mixing widths of a product that is not prepackaged as random width. For example, a 3/4 inch classic collection, mixing the 2 1/4 and 3 1/4. Do they have any recommendations on that?
Jim, I'm going to let you take that.
Hold on, let me unmute him. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim's unmuted. Oh, no, he's not. Hold on. Let's try that again. Okay, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. That's not a problem at all. The 2 1/4, 3 1/4, it's going to work exactly the same. It's coming out of the same plant. Same guys are running it. Bevels are going to work the same. We don't change anything, even though we change to a different width. We see that all the time. And actually, if it's not on there, we just launched a new website. We do have a formula that you can go on our website and you can look at that formula and put in how many square feet you've got. And it'll tell you how much 2 1/4, how much 3 1/4, and then whatever you want to run. If you want to do 3 or 4 sizes, it'll tell you how much to use of each one, how much to order. So yeah, that is there and it is available. It's not a problem.
Thanks, Jim. Another question, actually, this came up in yesterday's presentation, so I thought it was a great question, talking about our moldings and the difference between matching and complementary. I think is the
So
term.
here's the deal on moldings, guys. And moldings are the bane of all of our existence, it seems like. Moldings are made to coordinate with the floors. As we start getting into floors that have a lot more colorization, that possibly are double stained, triple stained, fumed, carbonized, whatever the case may be, it's going to be impossible to make a molding that's going to match that floor. As we get into different stain colors, it's going to be very hard to find a molding that matches that floor. It's really on the person installing the floor. You know, and a stair nose to me is a great example. A stair nose is a finishing piece before you go down the stairs. You need to find a piece of wood to put in that area that's going to coordinate with that stair nose that's going in there. You know, as you get to your basic colors, you know, your butterscotch, your gunstock, your naturals, those moldings those are much easier and are going to match much better than what you're going to get when you start getting into different colors that are really becoming more and more popular now every day.
Another question came in, which actually I can answer. We will be making the slideshow presentation available to the sales reps if any of you are interested in getting it. We'll be sending it as a PDF though, because it's fairly large. So if any of you are wondering or wanting to get a copy of it, you'll be able to get it from your sales reps. Next question. Does Somerset make, excuse me, an underlayment pad specifically for some lines?
They do not, but we obviously on the all tile and CCS side, we do have different underlayments depending on what kind of installation you're doing. So certainly talk to your all tile CCS sales rep about that.
I don't have any new questions that have come in at the moment. So if you wanted to start your wrap up, if anything comes in while you're kind of wrapping things up, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I want to thank all of you for your support during this situation, your support before everything happened. We're going to get through this. We're going to be opening up soon, hopefully. And hopefully customers are going to be flooding into our stores or into your stores. I certainly hope that's the case. I make sure if you have any questions on anything, I'm always available to you guys. The reps can give you my email. They can give you my cell phone number if you have something that's really an emergency you want to talk about. Jim, our Somerset rep, is always available to you guys. So, you know, I thank you for coming to this. Hopefully it was something that was beneficial to you. And I mean, I see Bill Daly cheering there. I think that means that maybe I did good. But yeah, if there's no more questions, I mean, I think we're
Actually,
wrapped up.
we just did have one come in, and I think this is talking about the glue assist.
Mhm. Oh, yep.
About glue assist for wide width products during installation.
So Glue Assist is, pretty much it's not even, we were recommending it. Now NWFA has come out with guidelines for Glue Assist on their website, and we follow those guidelines exactly. And that's for any product that's over 4-inch wide in a solid, and any product that's over 5 inches wide and engineered. We recommend Glue Assist. And what Glue Assist is going to do, and we've all gotten these complaints where the floor is making noise. It's moving. And that's a byproduct of the environment that floor is living in. It really has nothing to do with the floor itself. It doesn't have anything to do with a loose tongue and groove or a tight tongue and groove. It's more an environment related thing. And that's where this Glue Assist is really going to help out. Just really putting a bead of glue on the back of the wood will make all the difference in the world. And look, people are demanding wider widths. I mean, I'm looking at 9-inch wide stuff right now. I'm sure Somerset's thinking about doing wider widths. It's crazy what's out there. So yeah, this is all going to help in the long run when it comes to installations.
Okay, that's the last question I
Any
have.
other questions?
I think we're good. Thank you everyone so much for joining us.
Did I freeze?
What?